Welcome to the Mindset Unleashed Today podcast. My name is Tommy Gucciardo, and I'm excited to share my insights and experiences with you to help you shift your mindset and improve your life. Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be exploring different areas of life, discussing how to make positive changes. Now, I'll be doing this by interviewing guests who can provide additional perspectives and their experiences. I believe that by making a mindset shift, we can all unleash our full potential and create the lives we want to live. I hope you'll join me on this journey. How you doing, everyone? Welcome back to the Mindset Unleashed Today podcast. I'm Tommy Gucciardo, and I'm your host. So, hopefully everybody's been getting something out of this podcast. I hope you've been, using it and helping you change your mindset. And, maybe you take this and use it with somebody else. But I hope everybody's getting something out of this. And that's my goal, to make sure everybody gets something out of this. And, we could all change our mindset together. One thing I want to talk about that, I always had a problem with, everything's not always about you, okay? Me personally, I was the biggest, most self-centered person out there, especially during my active addiction. Everything had to be around me. Everything was around my time, my schedule, my life. I didn't care about anybody else. I didn't care about anything. And, my words were very hurtful to people. And, I never built anybody up. So what I'm trying to say is that, we can be very hurtful with our words, okay, and our actions and how we treat people. And, in the past when I was hurting, I wanted other people to hurt with me, right? I wanted other people to be miserable with me. So, my tone was always off. My tone was never a happy person. It was always negativity, right? So all my actions and all my energy was negative. I wasn't thinking positively. And that doesn't help people around you grow, especially people that are close to you. Like I had kids with negative feelings and negative attitudes. I portray those negative feelings and those negative attitudes to them. And, what I say to them affects how they grow. So, yes, it's not always all about you. There's other people in your life, especially when you're a father or a business owner or a grandfather or a husband or a wife, boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever you are, right? The things you do and the things you say affect other people in our lives, right? So, our words can hurt just as much as you punching somebody or hitting somebody. The words can hurt harder, right? Especially when it's from somebody that you care about, right? Or you love or you have some, admiration to. So, and that takes me to myself, right? And, with me being negative and always being in a bad mood, or I didn't want to, everything was always about me. I didn't care what I said. I didn't care who I hurt, right? And today I learned that's not the way to do things. You want to build people up around you, right? You want to choose your words wisely because, the thing you say might affect somebody for the rest of their life, right? So today, I have more self-control. Do I get mad? Do I get angry and yell? Yes, I'm sure people out there will do the same thing. Somebody watching this podcast will yell and scream. We're not perfect, right? But we can know when we're making those mistakes and fix those mistakes, right? So today, my actions are not negative actions, they're positive actions. I try to build people up. I try to work with people and help them get to the next level. And, recently, I've been in a rut. And a lot of my words and a lot of my actions aren't the most positive. And I see it with certain people around me, and especially at work. And I have to learn that I am a person of authority. And people, take what I say, and whether it's positive or negative is they process it because I'm an authority figure, and they're processing it one way or another way, right? So if I want somebody to do a better job, I can't be yelling at them at their mistakes. I have to teach them during their mistakes. I have to work with them during the mistakes. And I take full responsibility when I make these mistakes in life, right? And I better myself, right? And I try to change those negative behaviors and make them positives. So yes, sometimes everything is about me, right? To an extent, because if I'm off, if I'm negative, or if I'm not positive, yes, it's about me, and it changes the way other people act, right? Or the way other people feel. So today, I remember that things are about me, but it's also about somebody else, if that makes sense, right? If you can wrap your head around that. So, by me saying good job, you worked hard, I'm very proud of you. Or let's fix this and figure out how to make it better, or how to take more off your plate, right? Those positive reinforcements help somebody grow and become better. And it's the same thing with my kids, my daughter came to me the other day with an issue, right? And, she said she didn't want to be on the volleyball team anymore. And, I could have easily told her, hey, it's a team, you work hard, you play hard, even if you don't get any playing time. But, the one thing that I said to her was, as long as you give it your all, right, and you gave it your best shot, and you don't think this is what you want to do, if it makes you happy to get off the team, then do it, right? As much as I wanted to say, hey, stay on that team even if you're not playing, be miserable. No, right? So it's not all about me. That's what I wanted. I want my daughter to be the athlete. I want her to be, but it's not about me. It's about her, right? So I said, whatever you want to do that makes you happy, go do it. And that's the way I want to portray people. I want, I just want people to be happy in their lives, right? It's very hard in this world to survive. It's very hard to, with social media and everything out there, people are, what's the word that I'm looking for? It's very easy to feel inadequate or feel, less than, and, people attack people on social media and anywhere in life today. And, I want to be a positive role model. I want to be a positive role model that people can learn from me, learn from my mistakes and grow as a person, right? And that's all I want. Like I say all the time, if I help one person with this podcast, I've done my job. I've touched one person, I'm okay with that. But when you're spreading positivity and when your mindset's right, it affects everything. The ripple effect goes down to everyone, right? Same thing when you're negative, right? If you walk into a room and it's negative and it's just you just have this aura about you, the whole room changes around that, So, be positive today. Have a positive mindset. Life is too short, right? Life is too short. So, yes, it's not always all about you, but it is all about you, right? It's all about how you give off your positivity, right? Or your negativity. But let's try to think positive. Let's try to get out there and have positive thoughts. Let's help people. Let's help people grow. Let's teach people. Okay? We can do this together as a community. So I hope you got something out of this podcast today. I hope I helped somebody. I hope I touched somebody. And if you could, the only way to get this out there and get this to keep growing and get to see more people is if we comment on the post, we go on social media and we comment, we like, we share, and we subscribe. That's how we'll grow. All right, once again, have a great week, and I'll see you next week.